as a person and some of the things he says. What about as a fighter? I mean, are there things that you look at him that you admire?
No, I don't admire anything about his fighting style. Point fighter, constantly going backwards. But he's ranked number 10 in the UFC, so he's definitely it's going to be a big challenge for me. I got to go out there, I got to get the W. Be a little bit more patient than normal. Pick my shots. He doesn't like to get hit. He gets hit going backwards, and that's the worst way to get hit. So when I do touch him, he's gonna feel it. He's gonna not like it.
Do you feel like there's anything that he does specifically that you do have to concern yourself with, that you have to watch out for, the position you don't want to be in, or range?
He's got good darts chokes, good guillotine chokes. I don't need to stick my neck in there and get caught one of those.
And I know you're talking about being a little more patient, but I got to ask you, if you had the choice of going in there, one punch knockout and being done in 10 seconds, or having a back and forth 5-round brawl like we know you can, and walking away with $100,000 in bonus checks, which one would you do?
I'll take the one punch knockout and take my 50 grand and be happy with that. If he can last 8 minutes, he gets 50 grand too.
How do you feel physically?
I feel great. Yeah, unbelievable. Ready to go. Yeah, I wish it was today. I wish it was right now.
Is it easier to get motivated for a fight after all the trash talking compared to previous times when you fought Alvarez and Dustin?
No, I'm a competitor, and I've lost 2 in a row, so I don't need any extra motivation right now. I need to go out there and I need to prove to myself, prove to the world that Eddie Alvarez, I can't say it enough. They're 2 of the best in the world in the lightweight division. I was right there. My life would be a lot different right now if I got those W's, but I did not. That's the way it goes, and I'm content with the way those fights went. Those are the way I wanted to fight those fights. Those are the game plan I went in to fight those fights with those guys. So yeah, I mean I don't regret anything I've done. Yeah, I could have taken them down maybe once or twice, but again, this isn't the fight to go out there and again stick my neck in there and get darts choked or even get stuck in that position.
That being said, does your fighting style change at all, or are you going to use more of your wrestling going into this?
No, I don't know. I have no idea. I go in there, I'm definitely going to put pressure on him. I'm going to pressure him with my feet. I don't necessarily need to throw as much, but I'm going to pressure him with my feet. He's going to be constantly going backwards, which is a given with James. So yeah, but it's going to be a tough fight to figure out. I got to go in there. I got to figure it out at the beginning. I'm not going to go in there and 6'3", it's not something normal. It's not something I'm used to. So it will be something I need to go out there. I need to feel it out and figure it out.
How do you train for 6'3"?
Just train with a lot of big guys. Yeah, a lot of 85ers, a lot of 70s, 70 pounders. Went to Vegas for a week, trained with Extreme Couture. I've been training with the Elevation Fight Team in Denver. So they got Neil Magny, they got a bunch of tall guys there.
I guess in any of your fights so far, like you're wrestling, you're All-American, you got UNC, and then you haven't, you're in straight boxing, go for the knockout each time. Is that after these losses to Eddie and Dustin, I know against Michael, it knocked him out, but does your mindset and your thought process in the ring change a little bit as you enter this fight, as far as not having maybe your chin up there a little bit as much and going for that knockout right away?
Yeah, I never have my chin out there. If I am going to take a punch, I'm aiming to take it on the forehead, but I've used my wrestling in every single fight. Every single one of those guys tried to take me down, and they couldn't. I scrambled out of each and every takedown that they attempted. So that's what I do. That's how I wrestle.
Okay, and some wrestlers depend on ground pound a little more. Do you see yourself maybe thinking that ground pound's a possibility?
I don't know, guys. It's a fight. You guys, if you've ever been in there, you have a lot of plans and you're an idiot because shit will hit the fan real quick. Especially when you're counting on something and it doesn't happen. Then what do? Do you have a plan B? Do you have a plan C? It's too much thinking. I go in there, I react, I fight off my reactions. I believe my timing is the best, that's what I fight off of, intuition. I've trained my whole life for this. 4 years old, I started training. In hindsight for this, for August 25th, Prince James Vic. The last 2 fights, I can't harp on it enough. I was right there. I had them both hurt. I had them both on the ropes. I just became complacent in my position. I thought I had him more hurt than I guess I did. Dustin, like I said, I went out there. I tried to you know, coming off the stool in the 4th round, I was like, I just got to kick this guy 2 or 3 more times and he's done. And, you know, I forgot that I'm fighting the best in the world. I didn't forget, but became complacent.
Cool. Yep. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
Yeah.